Hi, good morning. My name is Brittanie Zwart. I am a licensed clinical social worker practicing telehealth therapy for women in Missouri and Illinois. And one of the things I like to do is a weekly meditation and share that with anybody that would like to participate. Today's meditation is going to be called the No One Needs You Right Now Meadow. And so this is for all my overfunctioners, the people who can't catch a minute. There's so many notifications going off at all times. Maybe you've got a big job. Maybe you're a parent. Maybe you're in the sandwich generation, caregiving for elders and also raising children. It is a tough spot to be, even if it feels good at times. It's a high demand spot and you need some time for you. So, if you've followed some of my meditations before, you might know about the butterfly tapping. If you have not, you may want to go take a look and check that out. It's on my it's on my website, but it's also on my YouTube called Butterfly Tapping. And so I use that here. It is a form of bilateral stimulation to help the nervous system to regulate and integrate in a more sufficient and efficient way. And so we'll use that probably at the end. If you've also done any of my meditations before, you know I like a good freestyle. I don't follow a script. I don't know where it's going to take us. I just know the general outline of what I'm thinking about, maybe a little bit about what I need right now. And in the past, I did a meditation at they call them New Age, right? At like a New Age place, and they had a class, and it was really interesting. I can't remember if they guided us to the meadow or if that's just like the safe place I picked, but that's going to be a little bit what I'm channeling today. And it was really impactful and meaningful for me. And so I hope to bring that energy forth for you. If this works for you, great. Keep it. Watch it again, maybe imagine it in your head, add in the tapping. And if this doesn't work for you, check out a different video or maybe mindfulness and being still and reflective, guided wise isn't what's working for you right now. And that's okay too. So take what works and leave the rest. Okay. All right, so we're going to get started. I have a stone that has like a texture. Look right here, it has like a divot, and I like to put my thumb in there. It's just nice, like I can hold it. So that's what I'm holding on to. And I'm going to get comfortable in my seat, and I invite you to do the same. So I have a crisscross chair. I don't know if you're going to sit on the ground or where you're going to be, but we'll go over all of it. So I'm getting comfy in my seat. I rolled on my curtain, which happens all the time. I probably need to adjust my curtains. Deep breath. So we're going to take a deep breath in. Maybe you know about box breathing. So you take a breath in for 4 and you hold for 4 and you let out for 4. Maybe now we stretch it to in 4, hold 4, out 6. Another one in. I'm settling into my seat, and you might find yourself shifting a little bit, adjusting your weight, adjusting your supports, noticing what feels settled. Right now, I'm noticing that my legs are crisscross. Maybe yours are too. Maybe your feet are on the ground. Whatever points of contact you have with your ground or your floor, I want you to notice them. Maybe you curl your toes and you uncurl your toes, noticing how that feels. Maybe you press down through your sit bones, through your knees, your ankles, your feet into the ground, pushing, noticing the ground can handle what you have to give, and releasing, noticing how it supports you even then. Maybe your back is leaning against something and you notice how that might feel. Settling in. When I do my meditations, I like to begin with just kind of some muscle stuff in my body because often I'm carrying tension and I suspect you are too. If you're like me, it's eyebrows, forehead, eyebrows, jaw, neck, shoulders, sometimes hands. So we're going to begin at the top of our head and we're going to just wiggle our eyebrows and our forehead. And it might seem so silly. You might want your eyes open. You might want them closed. I'm going to do a scowl and release. Reach and release. I move down to my jaw and I let it hang open and release and release. I'm moving down to my neck and my shoulders and I give a roll. I had some crunches. Maybe you did too. You might just roll your head from side to side, just feeling what tension is held there, stretching gently and lovingly, encouraging your body to release what it's holding. I'm going to do some shoulder shrugs up to my ears and down, up and down. And maybe you even clasp your hands together and push them up, reaching as you flip your hands inside out towards the sky and rolling your neck if that feels right for you. I'm going to give you a few more seconds to do what your neck and your shoulders might need. When you're ready, you find your hands back on your lap, maybe one hand on each knee or thigh, or one hand inside the other, holding them. Either way, you notice that your hands are more relaxed. They find a space of calm. And on the way down, you might notice your chest and your breath. Really breathing in. I wonder what it would be like if you invited your hands to your chest to feel your breath and feel your heart moving, beating. A few more. And next, we're going to move to our stomach. I'm going to put it one hand on top of the other, under my rib cage, above my navel. This is our solar plexus area. It's yellow. With each breath, maybe you notice more light coming to your eyes, like there's a sun shining brighter. I'm putting my hands back on my legs. You're welcome to move your hands wherever you wish. I'm moving down and I'm noticing how I'm rooted. I've got a back against my seat and my chair. My legs are crisscross. I have 3 points of contact with my chair. I feel safe, stable, in my foundation. I want you to just notice what that feels like. Maybe your feet are on the ground. Maybe you have the back against the wall, but your butt is on the ground and your feet are in front of you. I want you to play with the pressure of pushing back with your back, feeling what's behind you if there's something behind you. Maybe there's nothing behind you and you're in the middle of a room. Then I want you to press your legs down through your knees or through your feet, noticing what that feels like. Maybe you tilt left and right, maybe forward, maybe backwards, toying with the different pressure and feeling what it can feel like to be supported and contained. Give you a few more seconds for that. On your next breath, I want you to imagine wherever you're seated that suddenly there's a tree behind you. For me, I'm imagining that my back is against a tree. I'm taking a breath in, pushing back and feeling the bark against my shirt and my skin. Noticing how that feels to have something strong, maybe hundreds of years old, behind me. Noticing what that feels like to have my butt and my legs and my feet supported by the earth, just like a tree root. Maybe you can look around and see the tree roots around you. They're near you, and you are an extension, just like a human-made root against this tree. I wonder what it would be like if you looked back, tilting your head up, noticing the branches, leaves everywhere. Is there some sun peeking through? Not too bright, not too sharp, but just right, catching your eye. Knowing that just beyond the branches and just beyond the leaves lies the sky, blue, cloudless, with beautiful sun shining through. I wonder if you can hear the leaves rustle with a gentle breeze. The breeze isn't too strong, it just barely moves your hair. It's not too cold, it's not too warm. Take a few minutes to notice the breeze on your skin, the sound of it through the trees, and maybe what it even looks like through the branches. You can hear it. I wonder if you bring your head back down and you look out in front of you. Do you see the flowers like I see in an open meadow? Behind you, a tree. In front of you, tall grasses, some wildflowers. Right now, when you're looking out, you're scanning and you just see green and a series of colors. You know it's flowers in the distance. You see the wind rustling through the grasses and the flowers. Maybe you're hearing that too. Maybe you're feeling it on your skin. That same breeze that you can see and hear. Forget your breath. Taking breaths in, you're just noticing the sounds of the leaves and the sounds of the grasses and the flowers. You also hear the sounds of birds chirping. They sing their song. They are safe. There are no predators. They are calling to one another because the meadow is a beautiful place today and they feel safe in this space. And our nervous system knows that when birds sing their joyful song, that means that it's a safe place. And so our nervous system notices too. And on our next breath, it keys down and relaxes, borrowing its cues of safety from nature around us. So you're still noticing the birds singing. Their calm, sweet song, noticing the flowers and the grasses blowing in the branches above you, the feel of the wind on your skin from our breeze, the feel of the sun coming through the tree to your face, warm, safe, and nurturing. And you're looking around and you're realizing that in this meadow, behind you is a series of trees. In front of you, grasses and flowers. And you don't see anybody else. You're just in this space made just for you, in your mind, but you can feel it. Now you notice that there's a smell, and it just smells fresh. The way a breeze blows through, the smell of fresh air, fresh grasses, maybe flowers, trees, the smell of a little bit of moisture from a rain that came a few days ago. With each inhale, feeling peace and nurturing and nutrition and nourishment coming in through your breath. As you're looking out at the meadow, you start to see a little more separation, seeing the grasses individually, seeing the flowers more individually. I wonder if you see any white ones. Imagine what that looks like. Their petals. Are they in a bundle? And how do they blow in the wind? I wonder if you see any purple flowers. Maybe they look like bells or violets, small and close to the ground on the edge of the meadow. As your eyes scan out, you see yellow catching your eye. Can't quite tell what they are from a distance, but they're tall and they're strong. And if you squint just a little, could it be a sunflower? Maybe. Either way, it's yellow and it's beautiful. And you see it strong above the prairie grasses. Maybe you notice some more birds flying overhead. You look up against the sky and you see they look like black dots, but they're birds moving across. They're flying around, landing in the grasses, playing, showing that they feel safe and calm and peaceful, that this place is a safe place for them. Maybe it's a healing place for them. So you listen to the birds and you watch them move around in the meadow as the breeze continues to blow gently. Maybe you decide you're going to stand up. And when you stand up, you bend your neck and you roll it around. Because you got to stretch out, right? Arms above your head, arch your back, reaching to the sun. Maybe you stretch to the left or right. Maybe you bend halfway or lift your legs. But you imagine that you're shaking out tension from your body. And as you look around, you're deciding which way should you go. Because right now, there's no demand on your time. Nobody else has an opinion or a preference. It's yours. So you're looking around. Do you want to go back to your spot in the tree or walk into the woods and look around? Or maybe to the prairie and the meadow, knowing that you only have a little bit, but this is your time. You might have a different choice, but I'm choosing the meadow, so I'll take you with me. So you start to take a step forward, noticing that you're barefoot in the grass. Maybe you like that, maybe you don't like that, but what does that feel like on your feet? For me, it scratches and tickles, and I don't walk too far because I don't know what's in there, right? I don't want to disturb the birds. I just want to see them closer. And as I stand on the edge of the meadow, I notice cardinals flying around. Those were the birds I was seeing before. A red male cardinal, a brown female cardinal. She has an orange beak. And I notice them in a little small spot in the meadow. I'm watching them. Maybe you are too. They're playing, eating some seeds, and they look calm and peaceful. Now they just flew off into the distance, singing songs as they fly. And you lift your head and you watch them, enjoying the moment that you guys shared. And as you're looking around, you take a little stroll again at the edge of the meadow, barefoot. And you come across a pink flower, natural pink, right? Is it soft? Is it a deep hot pink? What do you see? What do its petals look like? If you kneel down and you take a breath, what does it smell like? Maybe you reach down and you pluck it. Now you have it in your hand. What did that feel like? Did the stem snap easily? Was it strong? Holding the flower in your hand, you retreat back to your spot at the tree, sitting once again, rooted, your feet on the ground in front of you, your back against the tree, and your hands holding a flower. In this moment, I want you to notice the smell of the flower, the feel of the breeze, the sound of the trees, and the sun on your eyes. Setting down the flower, you're going to bring your hands to your tapping position for butterfly tapping. You're going to put them right up here. If you're watching, you can see. On your next breath in, we're going to install this into your nervous system so you can access this calm. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. And I'm going to let you go at your slow cadence for the next few seconds. Finish up your tapping. Maybe rest your hands on your heart if that feels right to you. Taking in a few more centered breaths as you look around your meadow. Knowing that anytime you want, you can access this space. It lives in your mind and in your memory, and you can pull up the sensations, the memory, and the images anytime you need. Looking around, you might express some gratitude to this place and this space for what it gives you. For me, I'm going to promise to come back again soon. And I give thanks to my mind for the power that it has to create safety for me in this moment and show me I can access it when I need, wherever I am. We're going to take a couple breaths here before we return. And as you prepare to come back to us, I want you to think about where you're transitioning to next and how to keep this peace with you if you can. Setting an intention for the day to notice the little things that can speak to your body and speak calm, like the breeze or the birds or the flowers. And come back when you're ready. I feel nice and calm. I hope you do too. And you take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for this time together.